of the things that's dangerous about unbalanced systems, which are also synonymous with unhealthy systems, is that when you have an unbalanced system, such as the chauvinism that has been rampant in Western culture, masculine energy is exaggerated in value. Feminine energy in both men and women is devalued. And so in order to climb in this case, a social system, one actually has to become increasingly unhealthy in order to be valued in an unhealthy paradigm, in an unhealthy system. So what this actually creates is a tension between, in this case, the human need to belong and the desire we all have to feel loved, to love and belong, and our desire and nature to be whole, to be healthy. To be whole and to be healthy is to dance with giving and receiving in balance, to dance with the creation of ideas and the emotions that they generate, to dance between the spontaneity of presence and the strategy of lineal thought, these beautiful polarities with equal presence, with equal respect. When we're in an unhealthy system, in order to climb the system, we have to become increasingly unhealthy. And so one of the things that I think is a good question when determining what system to climb is whether or not it is moving us towards wholeness. Now, the sphere is the epitome of wholeness, of health, of symmetry, of balance. And within the paradigm of the sphere, you don't have better than and less than people. You don't have hierarchies of value. You have a cohesive, balanced instrument that's very flexible, where, for example, in the heart, mind, and body triad, you spend equal amounts of attention educating the heart, educating the body, and educating the mind. In a system such as ours, we put 2/3 of the emphasis on the mind and divide, maybe 1/3 to the body, and very little, if anything, we actually shame emotional development. In a healthy system, one balances internal growth, internal awareness, internal productivity, etc., and objective accomplishment. In a culture like ours, it's all about the external. In a culture that is healthy and whole, one honors the elderly and children as sacred as those which in a more sociopathic and capitalistic system go to the 30 and 40-year-olds. The mid-age gets the value. In a healthy culture, that value is shared. The value of the young, the value of the elderly, the honor of spending time with the young, the honor of spending time with the elderly. In a healthy culture, the arts, the feminine, the arts of emotion, the science of emotion, the biology of relationships is honored in daily life, in education, equally to the goals of the mind. The journey is as important as the end in a healthy culture. There's a balance between the end and the means. In an unhealthy culture, the ends always come at the expense of the means. That in order to, whatever it is, get rich or be popular, etc., that numerous healthy traits and characteristics must be sold out. Numerous healthy and honorable individuals must be used and exploited in order to achieve an end. So when we find the optimally symmetrical system, then climbing that system will lead to greater and greater wholeness. Only there's no place to climb, because in an optimally functioning symmetrical ecology, there is a dissemination of power, a dissemination of information, a dissemination of respect and honor. And the emphasis is not so much on the pinnacle and the pyramid of power, but rather on the relationships, the interconnectedness, the microbial web of energy, of emotion, the viral web of energy, emotion, thought, the dance between the individual and the community, the dance between the human being and the planet. There is an equity of value. And when the question is, what do we do next? The answer is to look for the asymmetry, to look for the unrepresented minority, to look for the one who has no voice, to look for the uninvited guest and bring them to the table. This is a banquet worth attending. And it is a banquet that takes place at a round table in which all of us are a part of the whole. In which there is no hierarchy.